Ironheart is here. And trust me, Marvel fans, this isn't just another side project. It's tech meets trauma, science versus sorcery, and an origin story deeply rooted in Iron Man's legacy. But here's the kicker. Episode 3 hints that Mephisto might finally be real, and that Parker Robbins, aka the Hood, is spiraling into darkness. And if you thought Riri Williams was just a genius teen, think again. This series is way more than that, so let's break it all down, episode by episode. Oh, and yeah, I think we just saw Marvel's smartest character since Tony Stark. The show opens with a heartfelt moment. Riri and Natalie filming a goofy life goals video, one aiming to be the next Tony Stark, the other just dreaming of peace. But dreams crash fast. Riri's stepfather and best friend are brutally gunned down. It's a gut punch moment that echoes her comic book origin and sets her on a mission, not for revenge, but for reinvention. Her goal? Use tech to revolutionize emergency response. Fire, police, ambulance, all powered by Ironheart suits. But there's a problem. Dreams like this don't run on hope. They run on money. Coming back from Wakanda, Riri realizes vibranium-level innovation has a price, and that price gets her expelled from MIT. Why? She's selling assignments for cash. Classic startup grind. Meanwhile, her suit's current AI is MIT's Trevor. Basically Clippy from Windows XP if he got a robotics degree, but Trevor sucks. So Riri does what Tony once did, scans her brain and builds her own AI. The twist? It looks like her childhood friend Natalie. That's when things get darker. Enter Parker Robbins and his crew, a street gang with secrets. Parker's hiding scars and something magical. When Riri prepares for a tunnel mission with Hood's gang, she doesn't know it yet, but she's diving headfirst into a war between science and sorcery. Episode 2 opens strong. Riri's AI, born from her own brain scan, takes form. It's Natalie, not just in face or voice, but in memories and trauma. Riri tried to recreate Shuri's Griot AI, but her subconscious gave her something deeply personal instead. It's unsettling, but powerful. Meanwhile, Parker Robbins needs Riri to break into the tunnel system. His hacker? A Madripoor native. Yep, the Falcon and Winter Soldier connections just dropped in. To upgrade her suit, Riri dives into the black market, extorting a man named Joe, who, plot twist, calls himself a tech ethicist. Dude is running illegal parts with a conscience? And then things get weird. Hood's cloak reveals some shocking truths. His teleportation? Triggered by holding his breath. Straight from the comics. He even pulls off a bullet curve move like something out of Wanted. But the more he uses the cloak, the worse his body looks. Scars, like Tony's palladium poisoning in Iron Man 2. And rumor has it, he fought a demon for that cloak. Mephisto? Dormammu? Something darker? Riri's AI Natalie starts showing signs of panic. Why? Because it's her panic. And for the first time in the MCU, we're seeing what happens when the AI inherits trauma. Now things escalate. We dive deep into Hood's abilities and the truth about his cousin John, a violent enforcer who doesn't hesitate to kill. But Hood himself? There's a bigger twist. He's Obadiah Stane's son. Yeah, that Obadiah, the villain from Iron Man 1. And suddenly, everything clicks. His experiments, his biotech obsession, his identity crisis. He's not trying to be the next villain. He's trying not to be his father. He even decorates his house with live, love, laugh posters. That's how desperate he is to stay sane. Meanwhile, Riri's beginning to understand the consequences of legacy. Her AI is glitching. Her tech is pushing boundaries. And the cloak? It's not just magical. It's alive and corrupting. We get more suit action, and it's slick. Ironheart's new design is evolving fast, and the fight choreography, a step up. The episode ends with chaos in the heirloom heist. Zeke, Obadiah's son, caught in the crossfire, and Parker Robbins finally breaking. His cloak is tormenting him, and it looks increasingly likely that this is Mephisto's doing. Riri leaves behind Zeke's biotech at the greenhouse, a clear setup for future conflict. Oh, and Joe? He's back, vandalizing his neighbor's yard like an absolute menace. Yep, tech ethics out the window. This series isn't just Iron Man 4. It's a story about what happens when genius meets grief, when science clashes with sorcery, and when legacy haunts the next generation. Riri's journey feels grounded, but her battles, both emotional and external, are setting up something massive. Will Mephisto finally reveal himself? Will Parker Robbins survive the cloak's curse? And can Riri hold it all together before her tech, or her trauma, destroys her? We'll find out next week with episodes 4 through 6. Until then, drop your thoughts below. Should Mephisto enter the MCU here? Is Riri the next Iron Man, or something even greater? Like, subscribe, and hit the bell, because this Ironheart breakdown is just getting started.